touch, he's special, ladies and gentlemen, special.
Absolutely. That final OT, 25-31, Indianapolis, of course, advancing to 8-2 on the season. The Falcons falling to 3-6. Here to help us break it all down, we have Pete Prisco and Damian Harris with us in studio here. So let's start with the talk of the game, right? Jonathan Taylor, 32 carries, 244 yards, 3 touchdowns. His longest was 83 yards.
I mean, the dominance that Jonathan Taylor is displaying week after week after week. In all reality, this is what makes the Colts so dangerous. We're going to talk about Daniel Jones. He had an okay day today, but really the game was just put on the shoulders of Jonathan Taylor. And when I look at him, he's so special because there's no part of the game for a running back that he can't do. He's got the speed, he's got the size, he has the patience in the hole, he's got the explosiveness, he's got the top end speed. We saw the move he put on Jesse Bates in a one-on-one situation where he makes a guy miss in the phone booth to score the game-winning touchdown. He is the guy for this Indianapolis Colts, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. When it's all said and done, we're going to talk about Jonathan Taylor as one of the all-time greats.
He's on his way. There's no question about that. Look, last week he got 4 carries in the first 3 drives of the game. He can't get away from who you are. That's who the Colts are. You got to give him the football. And he showed today what he could do. I mean, he's one. You mentioned he's one of the best. He's the best running back in the NFL right now, and he's on his way to being one of those special guys. And he just keeps breaking records and after record after record. And I think we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. But give them the damn football. They got away from who they were. They got back to that today.
All right, give him the damn football. Yes, and fantasy managers, I'm sure, are thrilled with this game as well. But we have to talk about the other running back on the other side, Bijan Robinson, 17 carries, only 84 yards. Pete, this has been 4 games in a row that he's been held under 100 yards. What's going on there?
Well, the offensive line is a problem right now, and they're not doing a great job of run blocking. You saw it. Plus, Algier comes in and gets some of his carries too.
First
near the goal line.
As well.
He comes in and gets some of his carries, so you combine them together. It wasn't that bad a day, but they need to get him the football more creatively, and we saw that. They tried to get him on a bubble screen on the side. This guy can catch the ball out of the backfield. They don't throw it to him enough. I would be using him a ton more than they are using him.
And even as a mismatch, right? You line him up out wide, you let him run these choice routes, these routes that go down the field. We used to call them Porsche routes, which was like a running back fade if you line him up in the slot or line him up near the hash. Create mismatches with Bijan Robinson because he's too big for you to put a secondary guy on him. He's too fast and explosive to put a linebacker or a safety on him. Just get him the football in any way you can. Move him around the formation, have him start on one side and go to the other, have Tyler Algier in the backfield as well. That way, Bijan can just be some eye candy, and then you can increase your chance of having successful plays if you give the ball to Tyler Algier. But at the end of the day, the Atlanta Falcons offense needs to run through Bijan Robinson. Whether he's a decoy or whether he's getting the ball every single play, he's got to be the guy.
All right, let's talk about the quarterback play. Daniel Jones has been having a hell of a season. I guess we could say even some people have nicknamed him Indiana Jones. And we were talking in the pre-show a little bit. You said he's finally starting to expose himself. Talk to me more about that.
Well, let me mince some of those words because he didn't play a bad football game today. The problem is he's getting hit. The past 2 weeks, he's probably taken close to 15 sacks. He took over 7 today, and that's starting to affect who he is. Now, Daniel Jones, we've seen when he's got a clean pocket and when he can stand there and dissect the defense, he's delivered the ball as well as anybody else in the National Football League this season. But again, any quarterback taking that amount of hits, and we know Daniel Jones is not the most athletic guy in the world. He can't escape some of these sack opportunities for the defense. You just have to keep the pressure off of him, and then that allows Daniel Jones to be Daniel Jones. But whenever he faces so much pressure, then he starts to regress a little bit into the Daniel Jones we saw in New York.
Yeah, 13 sacks in the last 2 weeks. That's way too many.
Yeah.
Way too many. And you would think with their ability to run the football that you wouldn't have that many sacks. And it tells you that they're getting beat up front in certain situations. And now the Falcons have some good young pass rushers, but The bottom line is they got to protect him better. If he didn't run a bunch today, it would have been even more. He escaped a bunch of pressure. So it is a concern. The offensive line had been really good in pass protection last 2 weeks, not so good.
Oh, so let's look at the other side. Michael Penix Jr. here, only 177 yards through the air, Pete. 1 interception, clean game, 1 touchdown, no interception. What do you think of his performance today?
It's just okay. I think he had some pressure where he had to get outside the pocket and make some plays, and that's not necessarily what he wants to do. That's not his game. So he did get flushed a couple times. The bottom line is they got to run the ball better and then throw off of that run. They didn't do a great job of that. But early in the game, I mean, he throws a bullet down the field to Kyle Pitts and he drops it. It would have been like a 50-yard play, and he drops it. The inconsistency is too much on the outside. It's too much for Kyle Pitts. And I think he needs more help on the outside going forward. Maybe not this year, but going forward.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with Pete. I mean, when you've got a guy like Bijan Robinson, the pass game should open up enormously. But the fact that they're not utilizing him as well as they could, that shrinks the ability for Michael Penix to throw the football and have guys be open and create a rhythm in the passing game. And you hit on Kyle Pitts. They've been waiting, almost begging for Kyle Pitts to finally emerge and be the guy that they thought he would be coming out of Florida. That hasn't happened yet. He's a key piece that they need in order to have the success that they need to have. I mean, look at Tyler Warren on the other side of the football, for the Indianapolis Colts. He's a young tight end who has figured it out so early in his career, and he's a valuable asset to Daniel Jones. Well, that's what Kyle Pitts needs to be for Michael Penix. He's got Drake London, who he went for 100 yards and a touchdown. He's been outstanding all season long, but he needs more.
Yeah.
He needs help from Kyle Pitts. He needs help from the entire run game, starting with Bijan Robinson, but filtering down to the offensive line to create lanes in this passing game.
By the way, we can stop now that the Falcons are going to push the Bucs in that division. That's done. It's over.
Well, what I will say is let's talk about this Colts team, right? They've just advanced to 8-2, and I did see pre-show Kyle Brandt was talking to Daniel Jones, and he said, "Oh, everybody doubted you guys, nobody believed," and he said something along the lines of, "Well, nobody was paying attention." Pete, are we paying attention to the Colts now?
Well, you should pay attention to them. They're good on offense, but again, is beating the Falcons a prove-it game of any way, in any way, shape, or form? No, it's not. Their schedule gets tougher. They have the Chiefs coming up. We'll know more about the Colts when they play the Chiefs. And then we can, if they beat the Chiefs, then we can sit here and say, okay, everybody back off. The Colts are legit. They're a legit Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, I agree with Pete. I mean, obviously what we've seen of this Indianapolis Colts team so far has superseded our expectations, with the quarterback change, getting Daniel Jones. It's been very, very impressive, but their schedule does get tougher. They're going to play stiffer competition. We're getting into championship football time. I remember Bill Belichick used to always talk about November is when championship football starts. Like I said, the schedule gets tougher. We're going to have to see more from this Indianapolis Colts team to say they're for real.
And one more thing. DeForest Buckner, not out. He wasn't playing. He's got a neck injury. He's on injured reserve. If that neck injury makes him miss a significant amount of time after the 4 games,